Hi guys, welcome to another video. Well, I arrived at my dad's place after a bit of a stressful trip because there was a traffic jam and I was worried that I wouldn't make the plane and all of that. But in the end it worked out and I arrived fine. My mission here has little to do with photography. I'm gonna do some on the side. So my mission is actually to sort through all the stuff that I left behind when I left the country some years ago. There's still lots of stuff here, and since my parents are moving now, I have to kind of get rid of a lot of things and make sure I'm not losing anything that I want to keep. For example, one thing I found is this here. It says 35mm focus free, which is probably very accurate. No focus to be attained at all, ever. But yeah, plastic cameras can be fun, so maybe I'm gonna try around with that at some point. I also found my very first digital camera. You know, HP, the printer company basically, and computer company, they used to make digital cameras. And yes, this was my first digital camera. 4 megapixels. And there's even the camera that really got me into photography because I could always have it with me. It was so small, so I always had it with me. And it's also 4 megapixels, so yeah, lots of resolution there. Imagine the surprise when I tried to print something big from those. It was a bit sad. I also found, and that's the most amazing thing, I found the negatives of some concert photos from when I was like 14, 15, 16. And I'm so happy. I thought that they were lost forever. I couldn't find them anywhere. Turns out they were here all along in the box. I also found lots of old gear, computer gear, and weird things like that. Most of it is pretty useless for now, but it's funny to pull out all this old stuff. The plan is also to shoot some street here because there are big cities around and it's much easier to shoot street here than where we live. So I'm gonna do that with my favorite HP 5. And I also got 5 of the Delta 100 to try. I've never tried Delta 100. I really like the 400, so I'm very curious what the 100 is like. And this is part of my endeavor to test pretty much all emulsions out there for street photography. I've been doing it for a few years already, and I haven't yet shot much ISO 100 film, so I want to try that too. And then whenever I'm here, I also stock up on this stuff, because you can get it in a drugstore here really cheaply, and I always buy as much as they have, pretty much, and I bought the last 2 packs, the last 2 free packs. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have enough film for the 2 weeks that I'm here, and I hope to show you some street footage from my GoPro and other stuff. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm gonna do here. I might go to some exhibitions, meet some friends and all of that. Of course, if I get through all of that decluttering that I have to do. I have to say that I've been very productive already. I think I only have like 2 drawers left. So yesterday, after being very productive, I already allowed myself to go shoot some street. Today has been too busy with all of that pesky tidying stuff, so I'm a bit too tired to go shoot now. But I'm thinking if I continue a little bit more, I can finish today and then I can spend the rest of the time here with more fun stuff, like going out to shoot and seeing exhibitions and all of that stuff that I like to do when I'm here. So I'm gonna continue for a little bit more with my decluttering action. Yeah, that's right, decluttering action. Such a weirdo sometimes. So my thinking is that if I finish all that decluttering today, that means tomorrow I'm a bit more awake for shooting street. Today I'm just too tired and I don't think I would produce anything good. Better cut my losses and do the boring bits first, and then I can do all the fun stuff afterwards. That sounds very irresponsible, doesn't it? I don't know how that happened. So I talk to you later. Darf ich ein Foto machen von dem? Dankeschön. Tschüss. I just wanted to let you know something that happened to me yesterday while I was out shooting. And that was, you know, the horror of all film shooters is probably to open the camera and see inside the film spooled up. Exposed, obviously. I forgot to rewind. I shot 3 rolls so far here, and I ruined one because I opened the camera without rewinding. Oh dear. I got distracted, and that usually happens when I'm in a big crowd. And yeah, I opened it without rewinding. It makes me sad because I was actually looking forward to one of the pictures on that roll. And that also happened right after I started shooting yesterday because I was just finishing off the roll to put in some Delta 100. And yeah, I got distracted and that was that. All gone. So there's some swearing on my GoPro footage, I think. While I was walking around and looking for other pictures to take, I was thinking about the pictures that I had taken before on that roll and was trying to remember which pictures were on which roll, and yeah, I remembered. The good thing about the GoPro is though that I still have the footage of those pictures, which is at least something. At least I didn't lose everything. I hope at least. I hope I don't make a similarly stupid mistake with my footage. But yeah, after that I had the roll of ISO 100 Delta in there, and I was looking for pictures for a very long time, just walking around. In the end I managed to finish the roll and I rewound it. It's all safe. It's fine. Here are the rolls that I shot so far. This is the one I ruined. By the way, I always put in the number, and that way I always know which roll is which. Little trick. So yeah, losses. At least I have 2 other rolls, which is alright. I get to shoot today or not, because I'm gonna be out with a friend from the Film Shooters Collective, Niels, and he doesn't like crowds, which is understandable. I don't really like crowds either. I'm such a weird street photographer. I actually don't like crowds. I like a bit of activity, but not too much. There has to be the right balance. It's gonna be great to see Niels. We're gonna go to an exhibition, I think. And yeah, just hang out. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Apart from that, I'm taking it easy now. I'm done with all my decluttering action. It's the official term now, decluttering action. And that means I can just have a holiday and take pictures and go to exhibitions, and yeah. Also my first point of view street shooting video. A lot of you guys asked me about the mount I use. This is it. This came with a magic arm. Both these actually. These are two parts. One is a hot shoe mount, and this is all metal. And this one is like a GoPro tripod adapter. I can just put one on the other, and it's very secure. And I put an insulation ring here so that I don't scratch up the Leica. So that's the way I do it. It works really well. I also realized that the GoPro on the Leica is a very good way of just, you know, taking quick little videos of things. It's a really nice combination. I like it a lot. I also color corrected some footage shot in a flat profile now, and yeah, the colors get better. It's a bit more fiddly, obviously, and I have to do my own color correction, but I think with a bit of practice I'm gonna get better at it. With some of the clips I was actually impressed with some of the colors I could get. It doesn't always work if you don't put the white balance in manual, but yeah, I was quite happy with the results so far. So I have to say this GoPro is really turning out to be a very good investment. If you have a camera around your neck, having a GoPro on a hot shoe mount is a really good idea. It's really cool if you're doing video and shooting. So you can keep that separate, and yeah, it's great. The only downside is that the footage is quite big and transferring it back and forth is a bit of a pain. But apart from that, very happy with it. I think it was a really good investment. I'm gonna have lots of fun with it. And I really enjoyed making the point of view videos, so I'm gonna make a lot more of those. I think it's also a really good way of showing the context of what I do, and that's very interesting to me. And of course it has the added advantage that if I do something as stupid as yesterday, like opening the camera without rewinding, I at least still have the video of it. You know, lemonade and all that. Okay, I think I'm gonna get on with my day now. See you guys later.